angels, it's Nicole. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you have joined me from TikTok, thank you so much for all your support and I love you all so much. If not and you just thought you would pop along and be nosy, that is completely fine. You're more than welcome. Come on in and join the family. I am really excited about today's YouTube video, not only because it's my first ever YouTube video, but because I am going to be doing a live Q&A on TikTok. So I've got my phone set up here, that's all live. I'm going to be getting live questions coming through whilst doing my makeup and whilst just having a general chat. So we get to know me, we get to know my makeup look, and then I'm getting to answer everyone's questions as well, which is absolutely fantastic. For you guys that don't really know who I am, my name's Nicole McCurry. I am 24 years old and I am from Glasgow. I have 50,000 followers on TikTok and I am just starting my YouTube journey today. So for my birthday was on Tuesday. I literally got all the recording equipment that I asked for and I'm so excited for you guys to be part of this journey with me. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start with priming my face. I'm using the Insta Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray, so I use that. And then I'll use like a moisturiser as well. So just going to spray this all over. And then get my moisturiser, just sweep it a little bit. Someone said, question I have, so I'm set up on live now. So what's your tips on staying confident in your own skin? Okay, so that was Lily that asked that. So Lily, for you, my lovely girl, the tips that I would say I use most when staying confident in my own skin is definitely number one, and I think it's like the only one. Do not do things for other people, do it for you. Don't dress to impress other people, dress to impress yourself. Don't worry about what someone's going to say if you wear this or what they're going to do if you do that. Like, just do things for you and only you. And I promise, like, it will then come from that. You'll then begin to feel a lot more confident. I am not a people pleaser. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. I learned that I do things now for me and not for anyone else at all. So, yeah, that's my little tip for you, darling. So the next thing I'm going to use is Max and Moore Contour Palette. And I'm just going to go in with this yellowy colour here. And I don't know if you can see that very well, I don't think you can. And I'm just going to carve out my brows with this. The next question was, what's one thing I would change about myself? I don't really know that there is a lot I would change about myself. My past self, yes. And that's not me being full of myself, it's just I've grew a lot in life. But I feel like if it could be something was to not be so trusting in others and not open myself up for disappointment. So I tend to expect a lot out of people. I expect people to treat me how I treat others, and I mean I treat others very nicely, I would like to think. And I think I need to just come to the realisation that not everyone is here to be my friend. But yeah, and another thing as well, I know we'll last for one, but I would change, like when I was younger, that I just didn't, like I wish I spoke up more when I was younger rather than just like be really silent and get like pushed around quite easily because I was scared of like confrontation. Now I kind of understand that it doesn't have to be confrontation when something gets discussed. So now I'm going to take the same colour and I'm going to go under my eye. But I've seen like a new technique that people are using, which I'm going to try. So you kind of just like line your nose and then you do like a kind of triangular shape from that. So like a kind of triangle like here. Don't drag the full thing all the way down because apparently it drags your face down. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm in no way, by the way, a makeup artist or professional at this. I just like to like do my own thing with it. Okay, so the next question was what is my favourite products to use? So I don't really have like a favourite product. Like I really love high street makeup. I think it's affordable, and you know what, like everyone always compliments my makeup, so it clearly works. Like I'm not someone that has the money to go and spend like £30 on one bottle of like foundation. So yeah, so see how I've just kind of lifted that, let me just angle that off a little bit more. So instead of like, we want this to be straight, so instead of pulling it down the way, we are lifting our structure up the way, if that's what it's called. I don't know, I'm just like, I did record this video last night, but then it didn't work out, so, and I never done my makeup in last night's one, so this is probably better that I done it again. So yeah, we're gonna go and do it on the other side now. So I'm just gonna like blend this now. Someone also asked me like, what is your skin care routine like? This is gonna sound really bad, but I don't really have like a skincare routine. Like I don't moisturize every day or anything. I know that sounds really bad. Like, but my face is actually really sensitive, and I've still not found something that doesn't make my face break out. Like even when I use sensitive products, like my face still breaks out a lot, like even just water. So even when I just come out, because I can't use like soap or anything on my face, or it just like, it's horrible. So even like just water, when I come out from a shower, I've got like red blotches everywhere. And someone said to me to run cold water on my face because that helps sometimes. And I did find that helped, but yeah, I don't really have like a skincare routine. If I am doing like skincare, if I'm just having like a little pamper night, I usually just do like face masks and some moisturiser, like what I put on for my primer, and just one of like my brushes that I have is like a round, and you put like micellar water in it and you rub it around your face and it massages everything in, like, which is quite good. But that's about as far as I go with doing any kind of skincare. I know that sounds really bad. Okay, I'm going to move on now, and I'm just going to do my eyes. We're just going to do pink eyes because that is my look and this is my YouTube channel, and we're going to focus on like me, and so you guys get to know what kind of looks and all that I do. This is like my daily look. If you're from TikTok, you know this, and it probably annoys you because I do the same look all the time, but now that I've got YouTube, I'll be doing different ones. So for my eyes, I'm just going to go in with this, oh, can you see it? This colour, where are we? This colour here. It doesn't have a name, the palette doesn't have a name. I got it off of eBay. I thought it was like a Morphe deal, but it wasn't. So I think it's like a dupe Morphe, but it's like actually really good. So I'll just do one eye and then go on and do the next eye. I also use an NYX or NYX, whatever you call it, palette too. But yeah, someone also asked me what is the most successful thing I've achieved in life. I love that question. Love, but I hate it at the same time because I feel like it makes me sound really stuck up when I'm not. So I think that there's a few things that I have achieved that I should be really proud of. Story times are coming on kind of like my life and my growing up scenario and stuff, but yeah, I basically have been through a lot in life, so to be where I am today, like, I'm really proud of it. I think at the moment the biggest thing I've achieved is driving. Definitely, like, I did not think I was ever going to be able to drive, and the fact that I've done it was a huge milestone in my life. So yeah, I'm really proud of that, like super proud of it. And then as well, what else? I have basically got all my qualifications in youth work. I done that as soon as I left school. I'm a dance school, so that's another one of my biggest achievements, running my own dance school. It's something I said I always wanted to do since I was a young child. So the fact that I'm doing it is just unreal, and it gives me room to grow, and I cannot wait to grow it into something as well. So yeah, that is exciting. Right, so I'm just going to quickly go and do this colour here. like this one. Where are we? This one here. So yeah, I'll be back in a little moment. So I've just went in with that colour that I showed you guys a little minute ago. So someone asked me how tips on sustaining a healthy relationship. Alright, so I love these kind of questions, like genuinely, but I think that it's all about learning and living. I think the majority of people have had bad experiences in a relationship, which hopefully they've learned from as they've went on. I personally feel like my dog's barking. I personally feel like I learned from relationships, and I definitely think that, oh, my dog's barking, give me a sec. Called it off again last night, but ooh, this time, I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together, So I'm just going to go in and blend this before adding another colour. So yeah, I think that to sustain a healthy relationship, it's all about trust. I am a huge believer in if trust is broken, it's going to be really hard to come back from it. Not that you can, but you're going to both have to try damn hard. I also think as well, like all this, I'm a psycho behaviour, like stop. Like it's not being a psycho, it isn't cute and it's not fun, it's toxic. And I genuinely believe that if you go into a relationship treating each other like possessions, then it's never going to end well. You can't expect to tell your girlfriend what to wear or vice versa. You can't expect to tell your boyfriend what to wear, what to do, who to be with. If you that's going to end badly. It's all about just giving each other breathing space and just like don't be so possessive. Like that is the worst thing you can do in a relationship. Be entitled to your own privacy. Like you don't need to be looking through each other's phones. It's only like what are you looking for if you're not looking for something to start an argument over? You don't need to be like snooping on each other. This is just my opinion, by the way. But yeah, I think to sustain a happy, healthy relationship, you just have to be best friends, trust each other so much, and be open and tell each other everything. Don't hide anything. Don't lie about anything. Just be there for each other and have fun. Like people really, really, really forget to have fun when they're in a relationship, especially nowadays because of social media. Everyone's like really scared that this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Just sit back, enjoy it. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen. You acting like a psycho through the full relationship is not going to control that or change that. If someone's going to cheat on you or do something to potentially hurt you, they're going to do it and they've got that in them. So don't like damage yourself through worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. Just let nature take its course and then hopefully you'll figure that out along the way, if that makes sense. So the next palette I'm going to go on to use is the NYX or NYX, whatever anyone calls it. And I'm just going to use these, can you see? Oh, I'm just going to use these colours here, here and here, just for my eyes. Again, my dog's also in the room, so he may start crying or barking, but I mean, he wants attention. He's a little attention seeker, so. The next question was, what are your favourite eyelashes to use? So the ones that I'm using today are by far the favourite ones I've ever had. I got them actually sent out to me for free by a beautiful, kind, lovely, gorgeous girl called Alexander, I think her name was. I'm really bad at names, guys, don't at me. But yeah, I'll have to try and find her page and link it below, because when you see these eyelashes going, you guys will die. I'm not even joking, like they're so amazing. I'm just gonna like do both eyes just now, why not? But my dog's pure being difficult, and I'm really scared because this backdrop is just new and it's white, and I'm a little bit afraid that he's gonna get it mixed up for his puppy pads and pee on it. Which, fingers crossed, hopefully I've trained him well enough not to do that, but I mean, we never know, do they? He's a pup. I also cannot believe I'm doing my makeup at this time of night, so I have to like take it all back off again. Maybe I should just start doing my videos during the day. I like it, like it. Do you think of this color? One more coat. Don't care, I love the smell of it. Sticks and stones, they Okay, I'm just going to blend this and then I'm going to go on to the next question. Okay, so I'm going to go on with the other pink that I showed you in this MYX palette now. The next question someone asked me, which I get asked actually a lot, to be honest. Am I wanting a family soon now? I've just turned 24 on Tuesday. And by all means, yes, I want a family eventually. I would not be disappointed if like I feel pregnant or end up with a family at the moment. Like if it happened, it happened, but it's not something I'm planning on at the moment, just because I really want to focus on my career. I want to have like a good solid career first. I want to have my own home. I want to have experienced a lot of stuff in life, and I want to be financially stable. Not that you have to be a good parent in any sort of way at all. Like, I grew up in quite a poverty background. Like, we didn't have a lot of money at all, and it's always just kind of made me want to live comfortably and have my children living comfortably, if you know what I mean. So yeah, like I do want one day, but not at the moment or in the near future, because I just don't feel like it would be smart of me to plan a family at the moment. I'm not where I want to be yet. So yeah, I think that's kind of answers that question. We're going to move on to the next question, and then the eyeliner, which is going to be a disaster because I'm terrible at eyeliner, but we move. So the eyeliner I'm going to use is this one, and it's one from Wish website. It's called Bewitched. I've had it for ages, but I think it's running out. I'm really bad at eyeliner, so please bear with me. And I'm really focused, and my mouth goes like this. My next question was, where do I see myself in 10 years? So this is something that like I think about a lot, like where I'll be in like 10 years, where I'll be in 15 years, and I don't really, where I hope to be is having a good career, performing, doing some like, hopefully had done some like concerts and stuff, sang some of my own music, done a lot of like work in the industry with acting, singing, dancing, choreography, etc. Also to have my own performing arts academy that is in the process of changing into a private performing arts college, because I want to go and get my qualifications. I'm applying to do my BA this year. Fingers crossed I get in. If not, I mean, I can always just open up my performing arts academy school and then take a year out of education and then try again next year and start working in the industry. But after my bachelor's degree, I'm going to be applying to do something, so it's like, so I can teach like SQA stuff, which means I can exam like a college. These wings are horrific, but we're only here to get to know me, and part of getting to know me is knowing that I'm really bad at wings. But yeah, so it will allow me to teach SQA qualifications, which is great. I'd love to be like a college lecturer as well, which kind of would come in hand with that. And my own house, a nice car, a nice house. My dream is a big house. Like, I have this thing about big houses, and it's something I've always dreamed about. So a big house, a nice car, and I don't know, like maybe a child. What is it, 34? See, 34 is still young. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to go back under my eyes with that yellow colour that I used on my, I couldn't find my brush, so I had to use like a different brush, which is quite annoying. But the next question was my dream holiday. So my dream holiday would definitely be Los Angeles, California, Hollywood, all that, and that would be kind of city holiday. But for like a beach holiday, probably I can't say it properly, like the Maldives or Hawaii. Would love to go to Hawaii. I just think Hawaii seems really peaceful, so yeah, I would love to go there. Someone else also asked, like, how did I get into dancing? So for people that don't know, I am a dancer. I have danced my whole life. A lot of things that I do on TikTok is like plus size dancing, all that shebang. And people obviously want to know how that started, so I'll tell you guys that. So I'm going to go in with my foundation. It's just Rimmel 200 Soft Beige. Right, so how I get into dance, what made me start dancing? Good question. So I can't ever remember a time in life where I didn't dance. I don't really remember much about my childhood. Like, I literally am so bad for remembering things about my childhood. Stay tuned for a hypnotherapy vlog, because it's something I am looking into getting done, because I genuinely can't remember anything. But I do have some memories. When I was younger, one that particularly I can't say that, sticks out is when I lived in another area, because I moved about a lot when I was younger. Me and my friend, I have like this visual memory. She was my best friend at the time. Our favourite band was Atomic Kitten. And you know the song, "The tide is high but I'm holding on"? Well, I remember we were like in the school that I was at, I think I was in like primary one, there was like steps and I was standing on it and we were like dancing and singing. And I remember as well, we went to like a kind of dance stretch class. Now I must have been about 4-year-old or something at this point, but then we moved, and we moved to like the place where I kind of grew up. And basically when I started school there was a lot of girls my age in my class that went to a dance school, and some of my really good friends went to all the same dance school. And one of my friends at the time brought in her dance video. At the time it was like a video, like not a DVD, not anything like that, like a video. Like that makes me feel really old, but yeah, it was a video. And she brought it in and I took it home with me and I watched it. And I remember they were doing a Cotton Eye Joe dance. So, where did you come from, where did you go, where did you come from? And they all had like pigtails and stuff in it, and I remember watching it, and I watched it over and over and over. And I ran into my mum and I was like, Mum, I want to start this class, please, can I start this dance class? Now we didn't have a lot of money. There was 3 girls, so me and my 2 sisters, and we didn't have a lot of money, but I was like, Mum, please, can I join this dance class, please? And my mum was like, yes, okay. So my mum took me along, and ever since then I kind of knew that I wanted to dance. Like, it's always been something that I've loved doing. Performing just as a whole, I think it's kind of escape for me. Well, it was when I was like younger anyway. There was a lot of things going on in my home life, and I do feel like I used a lot of like singing, dancing to like escape a lot of what was going on. And I know that sounds really cliche, but it is like seriously true. So yeah, I think that's what kind of got me into it. And then I knew from a really young age that I wanted to choreograph. Like, I knew choreographing and teaching was something that I really wanted to do. And then it's weird because I don't know how I knew how to go about doing it, but I knew. Like, it's really weird. But yeah, that's how I got into dance. Never looked back. Loved it. Loved it. And I will never look back. I mean, I know I'm kind of like plus size, and I might not be like as good as what I was when I was younger, but I will never walk away from dance. I could never walk away from dance. It's changed my life, and I want to change other people's lives like with that. and that's part of the reason why I opened my own dance school, because I wanted to teach, and it's free to the community. So that's because I knew what it was like to struggle, like have this passion for something but really like be held back to an extent because of finances, and I never wanted that for other kids. So that's why I started my own school. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So now I'm going to take this palette again that I used to do my eyes, and I'm going to use, what colour am I going to use? I'm going to use this colour here to contour. My makeup looks really like yellow or something in this. I promise it's not. It must just be the lighting. But yeah, so the next question that I have been asked is, what is my favourite TV show and why? So at the moment, my favourite TV show is Shameless UK. My mum and dad used to watch this years ago, and I always remember walking in and it was like at a really like crude scene. So I put off watching it for years because I thought that's just going to be something that's just so crude and it's not really going to be worth watching. And then I heard everyone rant and rave about it and talk about it and be like, it's amazing. And I seen it was on Netflix and there was like a lot of seasons. So I said to my boyfriend, why don't we start watching it? And I just loved it because the setting of it is kind of a scenario of things that like are really going on, like things that really happen in Manchester, and like that is the way they live is like, well, I don't know if it's still the same, but the way they live was the harsh reality of a lot of people back then. I'm going to go and watch Shameless now. That was a harsh reality of a lot of people's lives, and it is something that happened a lot, like the poverty and kids as young as 13-year-old, 10-year-old, 9-year-old looking after their families, like young girls that age having to look after their families because their parents weren't willing to do it. Like that's an actual thing, like was quite big. And I just love the storyline. I love the acting in it. I think the acting is amazing in it. I think the characters, they could not have casted better people for the characters. And I was actually watching a podcast where Jodie Latham was in it, so the person that plays Lap, and he was actually supposed to play the part of Ian, and he did play the part of Ian, and then he played the part of Ian for a few weeks, and then the directors changed it because something wasn't working right for them. So they changed and they switched them roles, which I honestly think was the most amazing idea ever. And then the person that plays Cal as well, like he shared that role with his twin in the first season, and then I think his twin went and done his own thing. But yeah, for the first season that role was shared. But I just love the characters. I love the storyline. I think it's very realistic, and a lot of people can connect to it, which is always really good. And I just love the characters in it. The acting is amazing. I always get really gripped into something when I think pieces like that is where you need very special people to act those roles, purely because they kind of roles, like, I feel like would only work if the actors were one, like amazing actors, or if they could connect with that character, if they had personal experiences of what their characters had. So yeah, I think the character, it was a good choice. It was a really good choice in who they got to play that role, 100%. So I'm just going to take this angled brush and just blend. So the next question is, how's my weight loss journey going? For people that have just joined and don't know me from TikTok, I have been on a weight loss journey for the last since October, so October, November, going on 3 months now. I have done really well. In 6 weeks I dropped 1 dress size. I have lost a lot of weight. I'm not weighing myself, I'm not measuring myself, because I feel like if I look at the scales it doesn't give me the answer, like the result that I want. It will just dishearten me, so I'm trying my best not to do that, and I've not done that. It's going really well. I'm exercising, I've got my PT, and I'm going strong, like really, really, really strong. And I intend to keep going until I reach where I want to be. So yeah, I love these questions, by the way. Like, I keep getting like dead in depth with them. So the next question was, what is my take on Jessie leaving Little Mix? I don't really have an opinion on it, and I don't really think anyone should have an opinion on it, because it's not really anybody's business. And this is one of the reasons why the girl has resorted to doing what she's done, because to the public, and how much everyone's in her face, and how much everyone is just like talking about her, and she can't handle it. I think I don't really follow Little Mix. I don't really listen to all of it. Well, I know their music, but I wouldn't go out my way to like listen to Little Mix or go see them at a concert. I think they're amazing. However, I do feel like I did watch Jessie's documentary a while back, and I do think that it's very sad that there's someone of her age that is made to feel this way in today's society, which is disgusting. And I think it also just goes to show, like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter how popular you are, like, people struggle. Like, mental health doesn't care about wealth or popularity. Like, it doesn't care who you are. Like, if it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you. And I think it's really sickening that there's people out there that have picked on someone that much, to that much of an extent, where they've gave up what they love. They've had to step down from something they've worked so hard for their whole life, and they're now not doing what they love, and they're being held back because of other people's actions. And it's not a fair world we live in, and it's genuinely not fair that someone, especially as beautiful and as talented as Jess, like, I do not understand how anyone can pick a flaw with her, like, or even why they would want to. Like, she's such a genuine person, and it's a shame. It's a shame that things like this is still going on. You would think people learned, but unfortunately they don't, and they never will. I don't think. I think this is going to be something, unfortunately, that a lot of people struggle with over the years. And it just so happens, unfortunately, if you choose a job that is in the public eye, and I'm not saying that you should prepare for it, because it's not fair and you shouldn't have to, but you have to be open to understand that these kind of comments are going to come your way. And it's a shame that you have to prepare yourself for that, because nobody should, and you shouldn't have to really prepare yourself. But unfortunately, because of the way humanity is at the moment and society is, people are having to put themselves out there and prepare to hear the worst, so that when they get a nice compliment, it makes them feel a lot better, which is horrible, and that has to change. 100% has to change. So next I'm just going to use this Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette for my eyebrows, and I'm going to go in with this colour right here. I know it's eyeshadow, but I mean, I started using eyeshadow and I've never looked back since. So, okay, so the next question is, what would my dream job be? My dream job would, by far, without a doubt, be performing. That moment where you stand on stage and everyone's singing your music back to you, and you know that you've done it, and you know that you're making an impact on these people's lives with music that you're producing, music that you're making and writing. I have always known that I wanted to be a singer. Always. Acting is very new to me. I only got into acting about 2 years ago, and I do love it. And if acting ever came up as a job, 100% I would go for it and I would pursue that. My 100% raw passion lies with singing, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, to stand in an arena, in an arena full of people, like just feeling that energy, feeling that moment. Like, that's all. The day I have that moment is the day I'm gonna go, bloody hell, like, I've made it. Like, this is what I've worked all my life for. It's really hard though, because I don't know how I'm gonna get to that stage, but I just know that I know in my heart that I know, and well, I hope so anyway, because all my life I've never planned to do anything else. I've not got any backup. Like, if I don't make it as a singer or a performer, then I don't know what I'm going to do, because I have no backup plan at all. Performing is the only thing that I am really passionate about, and the only thing that I really actually know how to do. So it's something that I have to invest all of my time into, which I do. Like, I get paid for college, but I get paid for college, but I don't work, because if I work, that takes time away from me doing things like social media, working on songs, like. So I'm very fortunate that my boyfriend has a really good job, and he helps me a lot, which he supports me so much, which I'm really fortunate with. I believe that you have to put in the time to get out of what you want to get out of it, and this is my time where I'm putting all my work and effort in. And the same goes with my dance school. Like, at the moment I don't get any money for that, it's voluntarily, it's free, but at some point I know that it's going to pay off, and I know that I'm going to get to where I want to get to, and it's going to be successful, because I've never told myself otherwise. And I do believe that if you are positive and you remain positive things will come your way. And if manifesting is true, I have over manifested, like, because I've always seen myself performing and doing exactly what I've said I want to do, always. So that's never really been an option for me to do anything else, but yeah. So I'm just going to do my eyeliner with, like, a little eyeliner pencil. The next question is, how am I losing weight? Sorry, I'm just focusing. I'm losing weight by putting a lot of work in, changing my eating habits. I am very blessed that I have found the best personal trainer. Like, her program's amazing. And I think if you're really serious about it, then invest in it. You need to, like I said before, you need to put in to get out. And I kind of got to a point where I was like, I need to be serious about this. I am not going to go back to Slimming World or whatever kind of weight loss class or whatever, and know in my heart that it's not going to be something that I sustain. Like, I had to be serious about it, and for me that was getting someone, that was paying someone to motivate me. And I know if there's someone in front of me that I'm kind of like, it's going to motivate me. If I know that I'm going to walk in and see someone every week, and I want them to see results, and they want me to see results, and I want them to see results, I want to show them, like, I am a good student, like, I can do this, like, I got this. Like, that for me is how I push myself. And I knew I needed that, and I knew I needed one-on-one. I knew I couldn't go do classes or group activities, things like that, because I was really anxious about it. So realistically, I knew I wasn't going to do something like that. So I was like, one-on-one, here we go, let's get this focused. Eating good, exercising. I do need to sort myself out with exercising though, because I went from exercising every morning to now exercising like once or twice a week, which is really bad. So I am literally going to start again from tomorrow, and I'm going to work really, really, really hard on my exercising. But that is basically all I'm doing. I am following my program and being honest with myself as well. Like, I'm not lying to myself, and I am pushing myself. Oh, and also as well, the biggest tip that I can give anyone is that don't focus on the weight loss. I never started the weight loss journey focusing on the weight loss because I want to be skinny or whatever. The reason I started this weight loss journey and with this trainer in particular is because the program that we get set at the beginning of it, I knew it was going to really test me, and that's what I wanted. I lost a lot of, I felt like a lot of my mental strength got taken away from me during lockdown, and I wanted that. I wanted to prove to myself that I had that mental strength and that I was in control of my mind and my willpower, and I wanted to test my willpower, and that's exactly what I'd done, and it just drove me. And I thought, well, if I can do this and I've pushed myself this much, I can smash this out of the park. And that is exactly what I've been doing. Like, I've just been continuing and continuing and continuing, and I'm enjoying it. I'm making it enjoyable for myself. It's not something that I dread doing. I love doing it. 100% love doing it. So next I'm just going to go under my brow and in the corner with this little pigment, and it's Makeup Forever. It's amazing. Wait until you see the glow that you get off of it. That'll be my dog waking up. The next question that I got is, what do I do for work? So I kind of touched on this earlier, but yeah, I am a full-time student, and I'm a full-time student, and I run my own dance school. And social media is kind of like a full-time job because I can be in my room, I can be recording videos from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 o'clock at night. Like, it just depends how serious you want to take it. So that is kind of where I'm at with that stuff. Look how pigmented that is. It's actually so amazing. I love it so much. Next I'm going to use is, I think it's a Revolution Mermaid Heart highlighter, and I'm just going to go in with like the gold. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if that even does anything, but yeah, this gold colour here. I'm going to go in with that. I better use my mirror. I'm just waiting on more questions coming through. Oh, that sounds fun, college or uni. So I'm at college just now studying musical theatre, of course. I'm on my last year, and then I'm going to apply to do my BA. So the applications aren't opened yet for my BA, but I'm going to apply to go and do my BA. And then, so it's not really, it's still like in a college, but it's like a uni degree, if you know what I mean. I'm also 24 years old. Just turned 24 on the 15th, Tuesday. Oh, I had such an amazing birthday. It was so good. Keep coming in with the questions, guys. I'm just going to use this highlight. Like, I use this highlight literally all on my cheekbones. Look at how... This highlight I've had for ages, right? And it was literally like $2.99. And the glow from it, I cannot even begin to explain how stunning I find that. My makeup looks really dark as well, but I done a HND at college for sport and now doing my honours in sport at uni. It's been so difficult. Oh, really well done though for sticking it out. Especially with it being online. How are you finding it online? That's a good question. I was literally just about to touch on that. So online, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I really am struggling with online work. I struggle to understand a lot of things, and because musical theatre is very practical, it's really hard to like do a lot of that online. I find it really hard to stay focused and stay motivated, so online isn't really helping, like isn't really great for me, but I mean, I'm getting there. My lecturers are the most amazing people in the world. Like, honestly, they are so understanding. Like, they get like a lot of my background, and they know that it can get overwhelming for me sometimes. And sometimes I just need a little time out, which is really weird because my attendance, like, I'm never off college, ever. And since gone online, like, I found it very overwhelming, and I have had to take a couple of days off just because of like my anxiety levels and my mental health. Cue my dog snoring. He's on my backdrop lying snoring. Okay, we love that. But yeah. So I'm just gonna go back in with that pigment that I used, just to like highlight my nose a little bit more. The next question is, who is my biggest inspiration? I don't really have like someone that I can say like what would they be doing if they were in this situation, or what would they do if they were me at this point, like, or if I was them. I don't really have anyone like that. I have people that I look up to and I admire and who inspire me because of their background and where they've came from and what they do. Demi Lovato, huge inspiration of mine, love her. I think her story's incredible. She is incredible. Her beliefs are incredible. Like, she's phenomenal. Also love Lewis Capaldi just because he's like from my area, and he's literally came from nothing, which is amazing. Like, I love seeing that. So yeah, people, not even just artists or famous people or celebrities, but I find that people that I know has came from nothing and they've got kind of similar stories to me really inspire me, because I think it's very gripping when you know that person's been through similar situations as you and they can relate to you, you can relate to them even, and you see that they've came through all this hard stuff and they've not let it phase them, and they're still succeeding and they're still doing what they love. And I think that is, I admire that a lot, and that is a huge inspiration. So yeah, I think a lot of people that have struggled and still charged on and got to where they want to get to, and even though they're fighting their demons and they've got this going on and that going on, they ultimately are succeeding in life and they're doing everything they've ever wanted to do. So yeah, that's kind of my inspirations. So I'm just putting glue on my lashes now. The next question is, how long have I had my own dance school for? So I'm now 24. I have been running my own dance school, well, dance class. Started running dance classes at 15-year-old through a community project. I got, oh, Prince. I basically got like a government grant to start my own dance classes. My dog's pure barking. But yeah, I basically got funding to start running dance classes in my youth club with, like, obviously my youth workers and stuff like that, watching me and supervising me, and I gave training to work with young people, and that's how I came about getting all my youth work qualifications and stuff. I was put on a dance leadership course. I also was at college at this point studying dance. But yeah, I kind of started from there, and then it's just grew ever since. So that's how it started, and it's still going on now. I've put it into school because I've got more students and we do shows and things like that. So it's great. It's fantastic, and I am loving every single minute, and we're just going to keep growing it until we get into performing arts college. So I love it. So the next question is, what styles of dance do I teach? Oh, by the way, I'm just using this little lipstick. Also got this from Wish a while ago. Don't really know what it's called. But yeah, I teach various dance styles. I teach jazz, tap, slow dance, commercial, quite a few, musical theatre now. So yeah, that's the kind of styles that I do. More than that, I'm trying to think. Commercial, hip hop, jazz, tap, slow dance. We also do freestyle, but I don't really teach freestyle. It's more the girl that teaches alongside me does freestyle with them. Can also do cheer pom. So yeah, like quite a bit. I love to like push my girls out their comfort zone though, so like I love doing like cheesy dances, like all that kind of stuff. Tap is, but we've not actually started doing tap yet in the dance school, just because we're hiring out of a hole, and the hole that we hire in like is very funny about people tapping on the floors because obviously it marks them. But I can teach tap, and it's something that I really do want to teach, and I think that it's one of my favourite styles. 100% one of my favourite styles. I love tap so much, and I love teaching tap so much. So yeah, I just can't wait until I graduate. Like, I'm dreading graduating because I'm gonna miss everyone so much. I love my course so much, but at the same time, I'm dreading it. But I'm looking forward to it because I can't wait to start going on and introducing like singing, dancing, acting. And just growing, like, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to go pop on my lashes, and then after that I'm going to come back, we'll fix my hair, and then I'll just do the finished look, and then we'll just sum that up. Okay, so everyone, usually when I put my eyelashes on, I usually like put glue on my eyelid, and everyone's always like, don't do that, why are you doing that? And I'm like, because it helps it stick. But then, like, I didn't do it there, and people go, no it doesn't, and I'm like, it does, and now I really struggle to stick them down. Okay, so my hair is a mess. Let's ignore the fact that my hair is an absolute riot. Okay, I'm gonna put my little hat on. Yay! Okay. Okay guys, that is us finished. So I've answered everyone's questions. I hope I gave amazing, accurate answers for everybody. Thank you so much for everyone that was on my live taking part in that. Thank you so much for anyone that is watching this video and has subscribed to my YouTube channel. It means the world to me. Like, even just you guys clicking on my YouTube link, like, I can't even explain. 50,000 followers on TikTok. Let's see how many we can get on here. I cannot wait to share this journey with you guys, to share this next chapter with you guys. I can't wait for you guys to get involved in all of these vlogs and all these videos. I will be getting people in to do my makeup, and I'll be doing other people's makeup, and we will be having little girly chats, little boy chats, like whatever. This channel is going to be opened up to everyone. We're going to spill the tea, we're going to have pranks, we're going to have jokes, we're going to have laughter, we're going to have love, we're going to have tears, we're going to be real, we're going to be open, and we're going to be honest with each other. You guys are honestly like a second family to me. Like, I have seen so many YouTubers and social media influencers say this over the years when I've been watching them, and it's so true. Like, I rarely I don't have a lot of friends, and it's mad to me that on social media I have such a huge platform of all these people that constantly hype me up and always want to watch me, and I'm so thankful for it, and I'm so thankful for every last one of you guys. But yeah, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications. I will leave the links to all my other profiles like down below in the comment section. Fingers crossed this video actually works out, because I recorded a whole entire video yesterday and it didn't work properly when I uploaded it to my laptop, so fingers crossed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you have an amazing, wonderful day. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see me do. Go over and follow me on TikTok. If you're from TikTok, I love you. If you're new here, I love you. I wish you all the happiness in the world. You're such beautiful people, and please understand that you're amazing and you're wonderful and you deserve the world. But yeah, I will see you all very soon. Bye bye bye.